is a vibe. That is a vibe, dog. That beat is a straight up vibe. What's going on this morning, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? You are now tuned in to the morning after with no plan B, baby. And you gotta say it like you're from New Orleans, even though if you ain't from New Orleans, you gotta say it like that, baby. Baby. What's going on with everybody up out there this morning, man? Yes. We are about to get up into some crazy news, man. I got some breaking news. I got some other things to talk about. We're going to do a little bit of Twitter trolling together this morning. Oh, man, we're going to have some fun this day on the morning after with no plan B, baby. For sure. Oh, man. So, I don't know how everybody's day's been going there. I hope that everybody's having a wonderful week. And y'all keep doing y'all thing out there. Shout out to my little bro, man. Man, he just been trying to do so much, being married and everything. And I just wanted to give you a quick shout out, bro, and let you know that I love you out there. Keep doing your thing, keep your head up. And also to my other little bro, you just tried out for the Steelers and everything. You know what I mean? You went up there and you're gonna keep on going and keep on pushing. And just keep moving forward to your goal, bro, because you're gonna get there, bro. Sometime we're gonna kick that door down. Once we kick that door down, bro, they ain't gonna be able to leave us out, bro. We gonna get there. Believe that. Believe it. Because we gonna achieve it. You dig? Oh man. And I see you out there building fences and everything else. You need to come hook your bro up. I told you I got a spot that's in the back and it needs some tending to. I need a fence. So, yeah, I mean, hook a bro up. Hook a bro up. Shout out to my sons. Love all of y'all, man. Y'all keep doing y'all thing. I ain't talked to four in a minute. He be making all the beats. Like I said, little CJ, you heard the beat. That's a vibe. He made that, created that. I think it's super awesome that my son made the beats, my instrumentals that I play on the show. I think it's super dope, man. Um, I love it. I love them. And that beat is a vibe. I love that one. That's like one of my favorite ones for real, if y'all can't tell. But look, we're gonna get up into the news, man, because there's some things going on, man, and that's gonna hey y'all like, what is you talking about, Chubby? I'm serious. A tornado touched down in Pittsburgh. What? Seriously. Seriously. From line of flying. A tornado touched down in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Now, if y'all not familiar with my city, right? Where I was born and raised, I love Pittsburgh, man. I lived all over Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Anyway, we'll get into that another day. But there's a lot of hills up there. And what they say is that tornadoes can't walk hills. Well, guess what? Them high winds and them tornadoes, them pictures from KDKA look like they was touching down. Now, what does this say about a lot of, you know what I mean? What does this say about the climate and everything else? Now I know this is we're gonna get into the sports, but I gotta talk about this. This is crazy. This don't happen. Like this don't happen, and I gotta make y'all aware of this. Like we are in the mountains up here, part of the mountains, West Virginia, Pittsburgh, and then you got all these hills like this. The city is built inside the hills, inside the mountain, you know what I mean, like literally. So if you go to Pittsburgh, you ever been there, you go around, you like, I ain't never seen so many hills in my life. Yes, they're up there and tornadoes touching down up there is just crazy to me. I think I bookmarked some things and I want to share them with y'all. Let me see if I can get them pulled up here, because I definitely bookmarked them and I'm like, yo, like this is crazy. Okay, so yeah, here it goes. Let me share this tab with y'all instead of one of them sharing now. So if y'all can see that, um, yes, that's KDKA on my Twitter feed. But that's a tornado touching down in Pittsburgh. Like these are like, look, you can tell the hills. That's crazy. This is wow, y'all. Like this ain't normal. This is not normal. Now, I don't know if y'all remember all those years ago where they was talking about some crazy stuff like the earth, there was an earthquake and the earth tilt on its axis or something. If this don't prove it, and then the climate, our winters up here have been like short to none, really, in the last couple of years. Like I will not complain with the little bit of snowfall we got. And most of the snow that we got, to be honest, came in like March, like the end of February, beginning of March. Like that's the most of snow that we got this whole winter. Like literally, like something's going on out there, y'all. It's fishy. I don't know what they doing, but they done played with the weather so much or something with a machine or something to the point where stuff ain't the same no more, y'all. I don't know. I don't know what's going on out there, but I just wanted to share that with y'all real quick before we get up into the sports, man. Let y'all know what's going on. If y'all want to look further into it, go ahead. Anything, Google KDKA Pittsburgh, check up on yourself and you know what I'm saying, evaluate it for yourself. But I had to mention that, y'all, because it's crazy. It's not normal. All right. So moving on to the next subject we got this morning on the morning after with no plan B, baby. Now y'all know I be on the WNBA. I still haven't caught a game live, and it's unfortunate, but this is breaking news. Now this just happened what a couple hours ago, last night after the games or whatever. Uh, Asia Wilson, the star player of the Las Vegas Aces, after she go to the post game press conference and they're telling her the team is under investigation. So she just learned about it. Like what? Like what is you talking about? It's shady business, y'all. This is crazy, shady business going on with the WNBA. Now I'm gonna read y'all a couple of articles. If y'all could just rock with me and stay with me for a second, I'm gonna get up into reading these articles, and then yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll read these articles to y'all. I'm not the best reader, so y'all just rock with me and everything else. So, all right. So the New York Times has reported the WNBA opens investigation into Aces players receiving $100,000 sponsorships. Now, these ladies is just now getting paid, but I'll read it first and we'll talk. One day after the Las Vegas Tourism Board announced that every player on the Las Vegas Aces will receive a $100,000 sponsorship, the WNBA opened an investigation into the bonuses. A league spokesperson confirmed the next first reported news of the investigation. Aces coach Becky Hammond and star Asia Wilson. I'll share the tab so y'all can read along with me. All right. Expressed their frustrations with the investigation Saturday. I don't know the details. I have nothing to do with it, Hammond said. The Aces have nothing to do with it. All right. Hammond called it odd that the Aces have been regularly investigated by the league, a sentiment echoed by Wilson. I don't understand that investigation. I have really dived into it yet. The two-time league MVP, I just looked at my phone and was like, oh, wow. Just another thing in the life of Aces. We can't ever just start normal. It's always going to be something, and that's okay. So she said, this is what she tweeted, Asia Wilson, finding out your team is under investigation right after a game is OD. Like, what happened to just growing a game? You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Las Vegas Convention and Visitor Authority President and CEO Steve Hill said the situation was handled and right away. According to the Associated Press, we did something that I think works for the Las Vegas and I think great for the players. We did this without the team. It was our idea, and any questions they ask, they'll find that out. In previous seasons, our Las Vegas Aces have investigated multiple times by the league. Last May, the WNBA recited the Aces 2025 first round pick for impermissible player benefits and suspended Hammond for 2 games for violating respect and the workplace policies related to comments made by Hammond to former Las Vegas player Derica Hamby. What is going on? Last June, the Aces tried to enhance their travel experience by creating limited available pop-up routes with JSX, a public charter operator that was league approved. The flights would have taken them to cities like Atlanta, Indianapolis, Minneapolis. JSX regularly flies out of only the Los Angeles area, Phoenix, Las Vegas, Dallas, and Westchester County, New York. However, the league told the Aces to cancel his June flight from Indianapolis to Connecticut's Bradley Airport. Afterwards, multiple sources who were granted an autonomy because they were not authorized to discuss the matter publicly told the Athletic WNBA sent a memo to every team about not creating one-off routes, and teams were no longer believed to have booked one-off flights. The Aces were not fined for doing it. So, but we were talking about growing the game. We're talking about growing the game. The next step, it can always be investigate, investigate, investigate. Wilson said Saturday about the latest investigation. It has to be, we're trying to move the needle. We're trying to make things better for the franchises, for players, and for teams. Chelsea Gray, she tweeted out under investigation is crazy. This is what they're saying. I'm super grateful to be in a franchise in a city that constantly wants more out of all of us, that wants us to don't worry about stuff, just go play, go win, and have fun with that. The offer from the city tourism board was presented Friday by Hill and other leaders from the LVCVA. That is what that is, who told the team that they wanted to represent the players individually. We want to put some money in your pockets. Hammond said Saturday that the sponsorship was particularly key for the team's role players and said star players like Wilson and Kelsey Plum typically get taken care of. Wilson and Plum make a team high salary of $200,000 in 2024, a substantially lower value than their allowable supermax. In this situation, from what I understand, is they wanted the whole team, Hammond said, so that went and called individuals. I'm sorry, I'm stuttering. Agents. So, according to the data from the Susponics, six Aces players are playing on contracts worth less than $100,000. That's Megan. I'm bad with last names. Gustafon, Emma Cannon, Sydney Colson, Kirsten Bell, Deasia Fair, and Kate Martin. I hope I got y'all names right because I be butchering. Our agents kept it from us because they wanted us to hear from them. Wilson said, I think we get brought things from our agents all the time. So they just wanted it to be a big moment. Is because it's something that's never happened before. The Aces, coming off back-to-back WNBA titles, opened their 2024 season 2-0 this week. All right, so that's pretty much that. I got through that. Yes, give me a round of applause. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got through that. But look, all I gotta say about that, y'all can read the articles. There's plenty of articles. There's so much, and certain writers. I like the New York Times. I like that piece particularly. Sometimes they USA Today. Sometimes people say certain things that just go left, but I would just say that I agree with them. They're always trying to grow the game, and they're always trying to hamper the women from growing in basketball. Like, just let them get the money. Let them get the money. Look, they already can't. That's the max they can make. It's like $200,000. That's it. They got a whole team salary that's like what, nothing. It's pennies compared to what the men make in basketball. Now, I don't want this to turn into a men versus women thing because the men have been pushing for the women basketball players to get more, by Caitlin Clark coming in. If y'all not familiar with Caitlin Clark, that is the basketball phenomenon that came from college. She just came from college this year. She played up at Iowa University. Very good. She was very good there. She is now in the WNBA. She was a star, sellout games, everything, and she brought all her star power to the WNBA, and it's opened a lot of doors for advertisements, sponsors, because they know that people are paying attention to the league now more than they ever been. And some older ladies was like we should have been here, but look, nonetheless, it's here now. So just take it and ride it with it, right? The Las Vegas Aces are in Las Vegas. We know what's in Vegas. Pounds of money, pounds of sponsors, a lot of corporate headquarters, so forth and so on. That's in Las Vegas. Plus, Las Vegas is winning. Asia Wilson is a star there. Becky Hammond, all them, they're good. So why are they into their money? But let me get back to where, because I get off topic sometimes. I do. Let me get back on track. Now, also coming into the WNBA is Angel Reese. Angel Reese come from LSU. She played basketball down there, very good. She has a lot of star power. They didn't finish as well as Iowa did, but nonetheless, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark are two very big names for women basketball. Now, with them coming in, sponsors are looking to grab up all the stars they can, because these two have star power names, and they will be stars in the WNBA sooner than later, but it's going to take time. But there's already stars that's in the WNBA, right? So these sponsors are being smart and they're going after them. So they're giving $100,000 to all the players. Now they want to investigate their money. Like, what are we talking about? It's $100,000. That's what 10,000, not compared to what other sports is making. And see, this is why they go overseas to play ball. You know what I'm saying? And it's not safe to go overseas. It's not safe to leave the country, if you ask me. They shouldn't have to leave the country to go and make a decent amount of money to play basketball when it's all here. The same money is here, believe it or not. It's definitely here. And it's just a bigger problem in the sports. And then we go and investigate their money, but then we get mad when people like the Live Golf come in, and or Saudi Arabia people come over and they buy up sports, American sports, and they say, okay, y'all could do what y'all need to do here. We're going to give y'all X amount of dollars, and everybody want to switch over. You get mad, but you can't have it both ways. Like, it's 100,000. They wasn't allowed to get private jets. Like, what are we talking about? They're professional basketball players. They had to, like, they got to fly commercial. Like me and you. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't, this ain't no rip. I ain't trying to rip on them or nothing. But these ladies is tall. They can't fit in no commercial plane seats. They need first class at least. Can't do that. Get investigated for that. They can't make more than this. Like, this is not college. Like, a college basketball player, women's basketball player, has more free reign than a WNBA team, it seems like right now. Correct me when I'm wrong out there. It's just ridiculous that they're into that, and it's just something to report on the sports. But I want y'all to go check out the WNBA if you get a chance to support it. It's said that a lot of women don't watch the sport, which is crazy. A lot of men support more than women do, and which is crazy. Unless they're basketball players themselves, they don't watch it. But it's sad to say that, but it's just the truth. So when it comes to women who don't play sports, they do not watch that. But they will watch a football game, but they don't support their women's sports. So can't have it both ways neither out there, ladies. So y'all need to support your own too. Even, you know what I'm saying? So even if you're not gonna watch it, at least tune in, turn it on, and just walk away. Got couple TVs in your house, put it on one of your TVs, get the ratings, and just do what you need to do. But they need support. And this is just some of the things that get swept under the rug, but the aces have been getting picked at forever, as I heard in the article that I read. They just keep on picking with them, keep on messing with them. Something always is coming up, trying to knock them off their game, and they still winning championships. So I guess you just gave them fuel to go get the next one. Messing up, poking a bear. All right. So we'll move on. I'll move on to the next thing. But I thank y'all for rocking with me this morning, man. I appreciate it. Sit back, relax, drink your coffee here. Cheers. So the next article is my Pittsburgh Steelers. I know I'm on it, man. The Steelers, right? We got the schedule pulled up. We got the schedule and all that out. And I wanted to go through that schedule. But before we get into that Pittsburgh Steelers schedule, I had tweeted out something this morning, man, from Deion Sanders, man. It's crazy. There's like some rumor that he's supposed to be checking out Florida. Are we serious right now? Florida, man. We y'all. I can't make this up. Y'all, I can't. I'm not making this up, y'all. I can't. I look. It's the truth. It's a fact, y'all. I can't make this up. So let me get the tab pulled up, and I'm gonna share the article or whatever, and we'll go straight there. Deion Sanders is pitched to become Florida's head coach and leave Colorado football behind. What is going on? I said, what is this? Because that don't make sense to me, like, right? So, and I mean, I guess it's written by Glory Colorado. I'm gonna share the tab with y'all. Can y'all see that? All right. Hopefully y'all can see that. Yeah. Now he just got to Colorado, and already these is like I know they rumors. It gotta be rumors. Sometimes it's fake news. You can't believe everything you read and see, but it was just written yesterday by Andrew Hughes. I don't know what's going on, but they can't afford no distractions on what's going on up there. Now, look, he can move to Florida. It says one huge option for Sanders. It could be in the SEC. Rivera prefaced before saying a homecoming of sorts of college and NFL royalty in Gainesville at the University of Florida. Sanders would be the superstar name with D1 credentials to resurrect a fading dynasty in the Gators. The clock is ticking on Billy Napier. That's the coach right now, and the time is not on his side. With Deion Sanders primed to move on to bigger and better in a place that is already home. Expect him in the swamp come the 2025 season. Where to begin? What is we talking about? What is we talking about? They talking about this is like some kind of homecoming or some kind of sort or something like this. Like they don't need, like, look, I'm gonna let y'all. This is written by, I told y'all can go to glorycolorado.com. Deion Sanders. I really don't want to get into reading this article because I can't have no, I don't know how much validity it has to it. Because when you asked him about this, he'll probably say, I'm in Colorado, I'm staying at Colorado, blah, 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 whatever, whatever, right? And I really don't want to get into that. I'm learning out here in these streets. Like you really gotta be having proof before you just start going around spatting shit out your mouth. Like, come on, like it's, and this is written by obviously a Colorado online magazine of some sort or some kind, right? Or whatever that is. By Andrew Hughes. I just said his name. So, like, you put a name on it. So it got to be some kind of rumors. Now, it's already been rumored to say that he was leaving after the season anyway, with Shador and Shiloh being draft eligible, their eligibility, eligibility running out. Um, even though I think that Shador probably have like what another year or so because of a COVID year or whatever, because he's been starting as a true freshman. So this is only his fourth season, you know. However, I just want to say this. They're always in the news about something. Only because they're always putting content out. Shout out to Deion Sanders Jr. with Well Off Media doing his thing. So they're always going to be talked about because of that, nonetheless, right? They always got content out so you can critique something on them. However, I'm learning to just leave that alone. Just let it be where it's at. You know what I mean? And let's wait and see what's going on with the season before I get into my critiques or congratulating them. However that goes, because I got to keep the same energy. I can't say the things that I've said and not thank them when they're doing good. Right? All right. So with that being said, everything that's going on up there, all the rumblings that certain players are saying, coming out saying certain things, and it's just not a good look. It is not a good look. No matter what way, shape, form you putting on this, it's not good that he's in the news like this before a season starts. They do not need this. These transfers that just came over to Colorado don't need to be reading things like this. This is coming out of Colorado. This is coming from somebody that's in Colorado. So, what's really going on up there is what I want to know. Now, I've always said that there was something else going on to where we don't know and we can't put our hand on. But when you got stuff like this coming out, y'all tweeting at people in the public about whatever. The latest thing was Shador talking to Galvin Cool. I'll talk about that in a little bit after this, but this is not needed in Colorado, period. And we get the most criticism for speaking on Colorado out here as content creators, and we talk about how much of a joke this is. Like, stop playing around with this. The real Colorado fans, I want to apologize to y'all, the real true Colorado diehard fans, because look, it's not even y'all to where we get frustrated with the team. It's the people who just came over because of none other than Deion Sanders Prime, Coach Prime. They're they're just lost. You know what I mean? They really don't have no loyalty to the team. They're already planning to turn their channels into Gator channels right now, and I ain't got nothing wrong with that. Do your thing, do your thing. But I can guarantee you, they see it now. They like, okay, we about to go to the talk be a Gator now. Now we gonna turn into Gator Florida Gators. Everything they got black and gold is gonna be blue and orange. That's how quick they're gonna switch up on y'all. And I believe that's where a lot of my frustration comes from when dealing with Colorado is from the Dion's fans because there's different. There's a huge difference between the two, and I know y'all seen it out there, but they don't need this, man. And closing on this man situation right here, they don't need to be seeing this. You know what I'm saying? They already had a transfer walk out the door, and I ain't even really get to speak on that. Well, the guy Amos from Miami of Ohio, the running back that everybody was so huge on with getting with Dallin Hayton, he turned around, he bounced, he got up out of there. That's what I'm saying. Like something else is going on now. Is it reporting worthy? But I'm going to talk about it because a lot of people have hyped this running back up. They talked about how good he was and everything, and now that he's leaving, it's what is it? Something's going on there, y'all. We have to, at some point, we have to be able to agree and say something else is going on there that is not right. These players are seeing some of these things are being said, and of course, you're going to have people who's going to defend that situation. You know, um, I was I didn't really speak on it, but this morning this is what I kind of do on the show. It's just a laid back show. You ain't got to be in the comments. Just lay back, listen, whatever you're doing, drink your coffee. They were talking about what was the channel? Mad Dog TV. Shout out to Mad Dog TV. And I don't know if you watch my channel on that, bro, if this ever get to you, but this is be my message to you. You did nothing wrong. You doing your job as a content creator slash journalist slash news reporter, whatever you put yourself in, whatever category they want to put yourself in. You make great content, you got a good following, great audience, and I don't see anything wrong with the interview you did with Galvin Could. I thought that honestly made the Colorado Buffalo fans look even more it just looked good. It was a good look. Why? Because you weren't biased. Now, a lot of people would have never done that. I don't see him going on the DNVR and doing that. You know what I'm saying? And look, nothing against them. Shout out to them. They're doing their thing. I'm just saying that a lot of people gave him heck, Mad Dog TV, for that interview that he did with the quarterback who left. There's nothing wrong with doing that. When you're doing your job correctly, Mad Dog, people are not going to agree with you all the time. You cannot please everybody in this realm that we're in, content creation, slash journalist, whatever y'all put yourself into, because there is some people who are so good at it now that they are moving into that journalist category because they come with the news, they break it down very well, and they report on stories. So there is some reporters, content creator journalists, and then there's just got content creators who get out here with, more or less barbershop talking sports like myself. I think I would be in there. But sooner or later, the better we get at this, we do graduate into that journalist realm. Um, and they're not going to agree with you, bro. They're just not. And they say they want to be authentic. They want us to be authentic. They want us to be transparent. But then the minute we're transparent and authentic, they don't like that. You can't please anybody. You have to please yourself first. You're great. You're great at what you do. I don't think that Galvin said anything that was super wrong. The little bit of words that he did say and the things that he said, only thing he said was, if you ain't two, you ain't two. Now, if that touched two in a way of a sort to make him say, look, I'm going to spare you right now, and the words that he used, then obviously where there's smoke, there is fire. Where there's smoke, there is fire. And now you have a lot of people coming out and they're going to be disgruntled, right? They got cut from a team. They were asked to leave a team. But they were saying, but we heard a lot of things that people didn't want to compete, so forth and so on, etc. We heard it all, right? We've heard it all this through the spring thing. But they were being asked to leave. This is new to some people. You're being asked to leave the school, in which y'all don't have to leave. Y'all can stay there. You can't. These coaches cannot make y'all leave off a scholarship. Once you get a scholarship to the school, you don't have to leave. But anyway, of course, you know what they're leaving for because y'all's asking them to leave. He really didn't say too much, man. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't have it both ways. Everybody gets critiqued. Um, nobody is should be. Nobody should be shielded from that because it's gonna happen sooner or later. If you didn't do that story with Galvin, somebody else was. So big up to you, man. Keep doing your thing. I think that you held him under wraps. I don't think you let him go too far off the hinges. And people shouldn't be mad at that man for doing that interview with him. Period. Because he would have, because if he didn't get that interview, somebody else would have done it. Believe that. Believe that. And probably somebody who said that you was corny for doing it or had something negative to say about it, they probably would have been the first person to do the interview with the guy. And he really didn't say too much. He really didn't, to be honest. If y'all watch the whole thing and y'all stop trying to dig so deep and think that everybody's hating, I didn't even think that he didn't even sound disgruntled like he hated it. It just sounded like he wanted to compete. It just sounded like he wanted to compete and move on to the next school and compete there. He didn't sound like he was like upset about anything or nothing. He really didn't, yo. He really didn't. So all that stuff people talk about is just they try to add to it, you know. They try to pull up a smoke screen, but they say, but once again, I'll say it in closing: where there's smoke, there's fire. Something ain't going on right there, man. Something is fishy going on out there. For real. Don't smell right. Don't act right. Don't seem right. And I guess we'll find out if all this is just a distraction or if they're playing Ryan Garcia. And y'all know what I mean by that. I don't gotta break that down. Playing possum. That's what that means. Unless they playing possum, trying to put fake news out here, do this, do that. And this is all one big ploy to get some teams off their rocker, like, oh yeah, we're just gonna go run them. But I don't think that that's gonna happen. But moving on to my Steelers, man. Let's talk about the Steelers, man. Enough of that. That just gets tiresome, man. Talking about this team, like fucking 1-11, man. Fucking 4-8. Like, I'm tired of talking about a 4-8 team. I'll keep talking about them. You know, ain't nothing to really talk about. They gotta prove something, just like I do out here. So, our schedule is out. I'm trying to get it pulled up here, but obviously I can't. But I know the first two games. I think we got Atlanta and then we got Denver, right? So us going to see Arthur Smith's old team, Atlanta. I must say, under Arthur Smith, Atlanta, I think they lost 5 games, 16 points total in those 5 games, right? If Atlanta would have had a better quarterback last year, I must say this because it's just a fact. Atlanta is a playoff football team, without a doubt. Last season, yes, I say that because look, I mean, they lost some games that were, just no competition. I think it was like the Packers game that they lost clearly, and in the Jacksonville game. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. But this is just off top right now from just trying to remember. I go through a lot of sports, a lot of teams, a lot of stats, so forth and so on. But it was 16 points total in those 5 losses. I do this because other people do it, right? This is a lot of people do. We could say woulda, coulda, shoulda, but I just want to make this clear that they were under 7 points, these losses, right? Arthur Smith did a decent job. He struggled before. He knows what it is to be a head coach. He went down to being just an offensive coordinator for us in Pittsburgh. His offenses are effective. We have 2 good running backs. I think we got another one that's going to surprise some people that may be challenging Najee. This is going to be a contract year for Najee Harris. He got to step up because they coming. We got some backs out there. Believe that. And We win. I think we win that game. We beat Atlanta. All right. Um, then we go to play Denver, which is Russell Wilson's old team. I don't want to sleep on Denver. I don't want to sleep on them. I'll forever have nightmares of Thomas taking it to the house on us in the playoffs, Palomalu not being able to catch him, Tebow throwing that across that slant. It was just a slant, simple slant, took it to the house on us in the playoffs. I don't know if y'all remember that game, but that game made me sick. I was sick for years, bro. Years, years I was sick. But I think that we win that game. We beat Denver. I don't see how they go. I just don't see them beating us. I don't, bro. I'm just saying I don't see them beating us. All right. So then we start off. What did I say again? Okay, so that's what we play. Let me see. What's our third game? I got to get the schedule pulled up here for some reason. So just rock with me, man. I remember the first two games. I think I remember the first two, and then because they're giving me different schedules. Okay, I got it now. All right. So the Falcons, and then we got the Broncos, and then we go play the Chargers, and then we play the Chargers at home, right? Crazy, bro. Crazy, crazy. Listen, this is a Jim Harbaugh Charger team, and Justin Herbert under him. I think this is going to be a tough game, but if we're at home, to be honest, y'all, I don't know. We could open up it as a loss. It's going to be a tough game. I'm 50-50 on this game right here. To be honest, because we're playing Harbaugh's Chargers, all right? None other. They're going to be a tough match. They're going to come out. They're going to play us tough at home. I would give us the edge because we're at home. But right now, I got to sit in that 3-0. All right, tough pick. This is just way too early to be doing it, but this is what I say. Now we go to Indianapolis, the Colts, a young Colts team is going in work. I think we're a little bit banged up because look, we just played two hard games. Arthur Smith, we went into Falcons. We're going to play tough for Arthur. He's going to want to win that game. He's going to want to call that game. The Broncos, Russell Wilson's going to want to win that game. He's going to go all out that game. Then we got a hardball team, tough. It's going to be some banged up things going on. I think we lose to the Colts, y'all. To be honest, we go to Indy, we take a L. All right, this is just me. I'm just trying to be fair. I'm not trying to be a super homer. It's that's how we rock. I don't know why we lose to teams like that, but that's what I say. Cowboys, um, Dak Prescott. This game right here, if we win this game, I think that we this is going to be a testament to how our season's going to go, right? Because obviously the Cowboys are already in the playoffs. People always say they're a bad team. I like Dak Prescott. I think he's a good quarterback. But however, we're at home. We're going to be lax. Don't go out, but they're going to go out and enjoy themselves. Probably on the south side. Try to come in there the next day because it's a night game. Play the Cowboys. I think we take a L. All right. So it is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. The Raiders. We didn't go to Las Vegas next week. The week after we play the Cowboys. I think we get the Raiders. They're trying to rebuild right now. Gardner Minshew being a quarterback, he will play tough. He will. There'll be a tough game, but I think we beat them by a little bit. All right. Now, then, and this is crazy because home games. I think we're going to have a couple of home losses this year. I do, because then we got the Jets coming back home. And this is where people gonna be mad at because I think we take a couple of home losses, and I think the Jets is one of them under Aaron Rodgers. Look, just because of Aaron Rodgers, y'all, he's a veteran, he's great. I gotta say that. I mean, look, y'all, everybody's not gonna agree with me. This is just how I feel about this. It's my opinion, my hypothesis on our schedule. The Jets are a good franchise. They're good, right? Especially with Aaron Rodgers there. If they're healthy, if we're healthy, it's different. But then I think this is where a lot of the controversy is going to start coming up at Oh, Russell Wilson, Pittsburgh, about Pittsburgh, this, Pittsburgh, that, because we're gonna have the hype train coming, because we're gonna start off 2-0. Everybody's going, oh, the Steelers, Russell Wilson and the Steelers. And as soon as we take that first L, everything gonna go out the drain. Then we're gonna take another home loss. And we really don't take a lot of those, but it's gonna happen for some reason. I just believe this is the way it is. I don't know. This is how I know my team. And if you think otherwise, and if we do better than what I think I'm doing, then that's good for me, right? But I think we take that L, and this is when a little bit of this controversy, fake controversy, starts to boil up, and yeah, that's just what I think there. So with the Giants, right? Then we got the Giants. I think I know that's a win. I think that's a win, right? That's a win. Um, these are pro teams. Can't go in there sleeping on them, but we win with the Giants, right? At home. They come to us, we beat them. Then we go to Washington Commanders. We're going to see this rookie. What's the hype going to be about this rookie playing the Steelers? He going to have a couple of wins under his belt, maybe. Oh, he's going to Pittsburgh, got the Steelers coming in. He's going to do this, go do that. No. I believe we win this game here. So right now, I only got to sitting with 2 losses right now. I got us sitting with 2 losses. I think the Cowboys and the Jets is what I said. So at this point, what we 3-2, 4-2 right now, that's not bad. It's not bad. I think we beat the Commanders. We play the Ravens at home. I think we split with the Ravens this year, but I think we beat the Ravens at home this year. And we may take the L with there and there. The Browns. All right, so the Browns, look, they always play us tough, right? They're gonna play us tough. We go to Cleveland right after the Ravens come to us. I think we sweep the Browns this year. That quarterback room uncertainty, it's just not going to be good enough for our defense this year. So I do think we beat the Browns in Cleveland. Then we go to Cincinnati, the Bengals. We take that L. That's 4 losses so far. And look, I already said we beat the Browns. Then we got the Eagles, right? I think that's another possible. I think that's another L, y'all. So right now, y'all, to be honest, I got us going 10-7, y'all. 10-7. I got us finishing off the season at 10-7. That's not bad to me. That's just what I say. But I believe 11-6, 10-7. But I think it's good enough for us to get into the playoffs. I do believe that. That's what I got. That's just how I feel. And if we do better than that, then we do better than that. But believe it or not, like, we have a very, very tough schedule. And if that ain't fair, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, because I think the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, they coming in at our house. I would love to win that game. If we do better, then look, I would rather us do better than me to sit here and lie to y'all and come out here and say, oh, the Steelers, we going to the Super Bowl. We got an automatic Super Bowl coming. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy that come in here and hype y'all up. There might be some people that watch me that might be a casual fan, and I'm sitting here telling you how great we are. Our team is a good team. We were a quarterback away last season. This season, it may not go that way. It just may not go that way. We don't know. We don't know, and we're facing some good teams that are set up to already go into the playoffs, right? We already got to see the Ravens twice. We already got to see the Browns twice. I believe Cincinnati bounces back better this year. Our division alone coming out our division is going to be tough. You know what I mean? And then we got to see the Eagles, the Chiefs. Who else? We got to see Aaron Rodgers. Don't sleep on that Jaden Daniels, that rookie. I wouldn't even want to sleep on the Giants, to be honest, because I think look, I think he's all right. I think the quarterback's all right. Call me what you want to call me. I look at stats. I'm heavy on that. His percentage is one of the best. Daniels' completion percentage in the NFL is one of the best. Even how horrible he plays, quote unquote, which I'm saying, if he gets some weapons, The Giants are a totally different team. Um, the Jets with Aaron Rodgers, we already know what they can do. Sauce Gardner and them, their defense. Look, they just shored up that defensive line. Like y'all, like, and then we got the Cowboys. I know that's a rivalry game, but look, y'all, we got a very tough schedule, this year. And look, I think we sleep in the playoffs. If we do better than that, then look, cool. But we got a tough schedule. I think they said we had the hardest schedule in the NFL this year. Correct me if I'm wrong out there, but look, it ain't gonna be no easy task for the Steelers this year. It just ain't. The Steelers, we got it. Oh boy, we got it come. And if we come, I guarantee y'all this. Let me say this, and I'm gonna say this in closing on that, right? If we win if we get 11 and 12 wins out of this schedule, I'm going to say this. If the Pittsburgh Steelers this year, our Steelers gets 11 and 12 wins out of the schedule that we have right now, there is no reason that we should not be able to go to the Super Bowl. That I will say. If we come out once again with a 11 and 12 wins out of the schedule that we have right now, we should have no problem getting to the Super Bowl. We got some good, talented teams that is going to test us along the way. I love it. I love it. I love our schedule. I love it because it's tough. It's going to have us ready. And if we can get through this gauntlet of a schedule that we have, there's nothing that could stop us. Period. 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 That's all I got. I will say that to y'all. All right. Now, and being fair with that. Now we could get it moving on to the NBA, because I got caught up talking about Colorado once again, like always. You know how that goes. All right. Sip my coffee real quick. Cheers to y'all. Now we're gonna talk a little bit of basketball, right? I love my coffee, man. Hazelnut. I'm telling y'all, hazelnut. That's all I rock with. Hazelnut. Got the donut shop, coffee, great value brand, K cup. Throw that up in the joint. Get a bottled water, because I don't use tap water. Get a bottled water, pour it up in the joint. You know what I mean? Get my cup right. Be fire. I'm telling you, the best. All right. So, what's up, Green Creole? You up in here? What's going on with you? What's going on? Good to see you out here, girl. Good to see you, woman. Good to see y'all. Let me get that pull back up. So, the NBA playoffs. Here we go with this. Let's go. Game 7 for both teams. And I want to give a round of applause to all the teams that's out there, man, because these teams are doing fantastic, man. Fantastic. Some people saying, look, there's been too many blowouts. That's just how it goes. Some teams got a good day, some teams don't. However, playoff basketball this year have been making me lose my tickets, but I've been hitting on them baseball games though. I have been hitting on the baseball games. I don't like to post it and brag about it because I don't want to be responsible for nobody losing money or whatever else. Like, I know sooner or later you got to get one of these sports betting platforms to sponsor your show or whatever like that go, but I don't know. Maybe I'll start sharing them in a minute. I don't know. But I've been hitting on the baseball games for sure. There've been a lot of upsets in baseball. Uh Anyhow, look, the Indiana Pacers are going to the Knicks for game 7. Oh, it's about to go down. Jalen Brunson has been a problem with the Knicks, and their center is literally the only center they have. And I don't know why Indiana just couldn't close out on them sooner. But the Knicks is playing at Madison Square Garden. Knicks fans, are y'all gonna be upset with me because I gotta roll with the Pacers? I think Halliburton is going to go in there and put on a show, and I think they close y'all out tonight with game 7. I think the Pacers are better than what a lot of people think or a lot of people see. I think they turn it up. I think Miles Turner has a good game today. Halliburton, Jalen Brunson's probably going to go off, but I think they go in the Knicks building, Madison Square Garden, where It's a lot of basketball players' favorite place to play, and they get the job done. But look, shout out to the Knicks, man. They've been doing a great job. Great job. The Minnesota Timberwolves taking on the Mile High City Nuggets, the Denver Nuggets, man. Come on now. Come on, man. Like, hey, look, I thought the Nuggets was dead in the water, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. They down 2-0 on Ant-Man, and they said, look at here, young buck. We coming back. The Nuggets is a team, and I must say this, right? The Nuggets, you got to give it to them, right? We have to, right? As basketball fans, as you're a casual basketball fan, you have to give it to the Denver Nuggets because they come in and they just play the game, and they're relentless. They don't give up. And Joker is just, man, when he get going, bro, like he get going, man. It just, it just seems that way. And this game to me is 50-50. I know it's going to be a great game tonight. It's hard for me to get on here and pick which team is going to win this game because of how it turned out, because how the games turned out. But look, I must say this, and I'm going to just be honest with it. Ant-Man, you got to show up. You got to show up. You got to play out. You got to go hard. But it's hard to go against a champion because this is what champions is made of. Not everything is going to be easy. You're going to face adversity. You're going to face wins, losses. And I think the Nuggets pull it off tonight. I honestly do. I think they're at home. They got the advantage. They usually play good at home. And I like it. Sometimes Murray needs to be more consistent. Jamal Murray needs to be more consistent for this team. He does. He has to figure it out. You got a mid-game drive. Use that size. Use your mid-game. Don't try to shoot threes. Kick it to your bigs. And that's what I like about them, though, for real, because you don't know who's going to show up now. Ant-Man, Gobert, Karl Anthony Towns. What is y'all going to do? What are y'all going to do? Y'all got the team to do it. If y'all going to do it, y'all are favored to win. Whoever wins this series out of Denver and Minnesota I believe is going to be the NBA champions. I will say that, but I'm leaning towards the Nuggets. All right. And look, it was a great show this morning, man. I like coming on here in the morning and kicking it with y'all and spending time out here on the morning after with no plan B, baby. You got to say the baby like you're from New Orleans, baby. All right. You can't say it regular. That's the way you got to do it. And look, y'all, I want y'all to have a wonderful week. I'll be back with some more videos throughout this week. So make sure when you're on my channel, hit that notification bell so you can get the updates on my new vids, man. I salute y'all. Thank y'all for coming through and kicking it with me. It's nice for y'all to be in the chat, but on Sunday morning when y'all come through and watch me, I just want y'all to pull up with y'all coffee, kick back, and just listen to the sounds of the show. That's it. I mean, that's it. But I appreciate y'all coming through. Green Crow, was good seeing you in the chat too, girl. Make sure you come through and watch my shows more often. You know I'm live every Saturday at 6:30 p.m. This we've been rotating. So lately we've been rotating, right? So it was Saturday this week. Friday, we'll go live Friday at 8 p.m. this week. And then next week, it will go back to Saturday, 6:30. I got to update the schedule so that y'all know. But we're going Friday at 8 p.m. this week, all right? That's when we live. So make sure y'all come through, pull up, come support. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a blessed day. Go spend the rest of y'all day with y'all families. Peace out of here. I'm about, man. Y'all know how we give it up here. Play the commercials.
Want to see Truck and Chubby live and co-host Shed? Tune in, fans' point of view. Saturday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3:30 p.m. Pacific Time. But in the meantime, in between time, enjoy the content. Don't forget to hit your notification bell for all updates. Thank you for watching.